Welcome to your daily focus for January the 2nd, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the support that you give me each and every day. The love, the positive support, the beautiful energy. Thank you truly. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for us today. My, this one. There we go. Didn't fall out. Three of Coins. Three of Coins is our very first card, so we can get determined today. We can be very practical today on what we need to step into, on what we need to accomplish, on where our focus needs to be. We have Judgment. So it is the slow and steady. Okay, this is not, this is not unplugging and becoming ungrounded in some way. This is keeping both feet on the ground. This is remaining very centered today. And the Nine of Wands. Give it up to God is what I'd heard. Let's get an angel to go with that, and then we will look at the cards in a little bit more detail. Celebration. 9 plus 2, 29. 9 plus 2, or 2 plus 9 is 11. Well, that's a master number. Talk about going forward. Talking about new beginnings, stepping through our portal, right? The one and one together. So the Three of Coins is our very first card. So here we are being practical. Here we are seeing what we really, truly need to do. We put our mind to the task, or we need to put our mind to the task. We need to remain focused on what we truly want to do, and we need to do it the long way, the hard way. Judgment really says that, okay, that it's not the get-rich-quick scheme that's going to bring in abundance, happiness, joy, love. It is truly by doing it the long way, doing it the hard way, using good judgment, not jumping to conclusions, not playing into the drama of others, not listening to gossip or inciting gossip. This is by using good, sound judgment. This is not, being spontaneous. This is watching our steps very carefully. So maybe the energy of today is trying to pull us into being a little bit more spontaneous, being a little bit more risky. And so the first two cards together definitely say that we really truly need to remain grounded. That we need to keep 2 feet firmly planted on the ground, to think things through. If we're making a decision, it is really weighing it out. It's really getting all the information. It's getting a clear understanding of what we're saying yes to or what we're saying no to. And then doing what needs to be done. Addressing maybe an issue. Maybe it's just putting in that little bit of effort today. Maybe a New Year's resolution that you have made, you're already faltering a little bit on it. Maybe you need to readdress maybe the resolution itself and see if it's really something that you want to do, or if it was more of a pipe dream that you're not going to put that much energy into it, and putting your focus where it can be utilized properly, where you can have growth. Now we have the Nine of Wands here. And the first thing I got was give it up to God. So anything that is challenging right now, anything that is really standing in your way or bringing in stress or bringing in conflict, understand what role you need to play and understand what is beyond your control. So I wouldn't, today may not be a day to really project into the future, especially if it's a negative projection of what is going to happen, of what is going to be, of what is going to become. Because you can't predict that. All you can do is manage your reaction to the energy presented in front of you, what you can actually do. And that goes back to this card again, doesn't it? Doing what we can do. Putting our minds, our hands on action that we have control over today. And that brings in the true celebration. That allows us to step nearer to that portal that we are all walking through. New beginnings, new starts. That's all the 11 energy. It's about getting inspired. You can't really stick to the task if you're not inspired in doing it. And so I think you need to realize that, and you need to celebrate. Celebrate your path forward, what you want to create, what you want to step into, what you want to do. But also, realize what you can do and what you have to rely on maybe others to do, but I think more so to not allow, Peanut's brother actually lives next door, and he's barking right now, so now Peanut wants to go out and play, so I better, we can't wrap it up, we've got the animals to do yet. Well, he's just going to have to wait then. He can go out later and see his brother. They do live next door to each other. Understand what you have control over, what you can actually do, what you can actually address. And give thanks. This is also a card for giving thanks, for understanding and appreciating what you already have to work with to go forward. Let's get an animal out here. So it's not a day to be spontaneous, it's a day for getting to the task at hand. And, I'm wondering if that's the energy that's surrounding us or where we really need to keep our focus in front of mind. Because I almost get a sense that we are, with celebration here, we could be more into enjoying ourselves. Turning, away from the project or the task at hand and doing something that, well, maybe we shouldn't be putting our energy into, but it's just that feel good, and it could be more of an escapism than it is something that is really going to help you and benefit you. So I'm not getting celebration as this very positive card today in the reading, but rather what we want to do over what we should do. Now we have design your space, the little squirrel there, and look at that, the Christmas ornament, so close past that season, still in the season, really. Every day should be about giving and showing your love and appreciation to each other. Rearrange, renovate, action, and clean. You may have to break something up to make way for something new. Squirrel wants you to get going on that home improvement project that you've been putting off. If it isn't a remodel, it could simply be that you need to work on rearranging your home or possibly your office space in a manner that is less chaotic and cluttered and more aligned with peace, balance, and harmony. Squirrel is adding a red Christmas ornament to adorn her home. The color red is often used to express passion and love, but sometimes also anger and jealousy. Make certain that the colors you use within your area bring a positive energy and that you don't accidentally add something that would invoke negativity. By properly personalizing your space, you bring a warmth of higher energy to your area. So that's something that is definitely within your control. Creating an ambience around you of feeling centered, of feeling in control, of knowing you've got this. Pay attention to the colors that you surround yourself with, the colors that you use in your wardrobe. I think it was on the weekend video where I said, use light blue ink to write down your dreams, your desires. I could have been, making that gratitude list. And somebody questioned, why light blue? And, if you're using red, Yes, it could bring out your courage, but it could also bring out an anger in you. And you don't want to do that when you're doing affirmations, when you're doing gratitude, right? So are you wearing a little bit of red? Goes a long way in a wardrobe, in your surroundings, to invoke that courage, that passion. But we also want to bring in a balance and maybe some earth tones here to ground us, to bring in that growth. You know, I was called to green today. I have very little green in my wardrobe, but I was called to green anyway, so I found a bracelet and I thought, oh, why am I not wearing this? What a beautiful green. And that's your heart center, that's your loving center, that's your heart chakra. It's also about growth and allowing the growth to enter in. So surrounding myself in green allows the growth, invites the growth to come in. So look at the colors that you are using to decorate your environment. And maybe it's cleaning up the clutter, maybe it's redesigning your space, and so the clutter just automatically goes. Today is about attending the task at hand. I'm not sure whether or not that's going to be something. I almost get like we will be drawn to other things, that our focus can be easily swayed to something other than where we should be putting our focus today. Or we could get weighed down by worry, fear, our thoughts taking us on a road trip of what could possibly go wrong, or what we want to fix but we can't fix, or what we're stressing out about because it could play out in 1,000 different scenarios. And to understand what we personally can do and use our empowerment in such a way. Judgment is very much a card that says do not get involved in other people's drama. It's a sideline to what you should have been putting your focus on. It draws you away from it. It's like the chariot, but you're giving the attention to where the horses want to go rather than where you are directing them, holding those reins so tight. So take control of what you are doing, what you are putting your focus on, what you are putting your energy on, and what kind of energy you have surrounding you and what you would like to create going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.